Well, good afternoon. I'm Rafael. And when I was in high school, a friend of mine got a job as a car washer and another one as a bus ticket revisor. Eventually, one got into jail because of a gang fight on a nightclub. So going to a top university seemed very, very far away from me. But in the public school that I was studying, I had a friend called Carl. And Carl came from a very educated family whose members came from top universities. And he became my first place to go. Every time that I had a question in biology, whatever topic was, he was there to help me. But he was more than a tutor. He was more than a smart kid. He would say things to me, motivation phrases, things like, we can do this, let's break our status quo. And that motivation was so strong for me that I started to study from 12 to 16 hours a day, every single day for 2 years. And because of that, I got the first place in the math part of the college entry exam among more than 30,000 people. So, of course, I became a math tutor after that. And I did that for 10 years while studying engineering or when I was working as an engineer. And, of course, what I want to do now is to bring a Carl to everyone. So if we think about it, who is Carl? How can we represent Carl? And he's more than a smart person, so we thought that a strong Einstein would be a good representation for him. He's a very strong guy and a very smart guy. And we asked this from our tutors. Our tutors are students from top universities. But they are not only a nerd guy study at Harvard. They also play piano, for example, or they like skydiving. She or he is not only a top tutor from biology who studied at Stanford. She also likes yoga or play basketball. And we show this to our students. Hey, come here because here you're going to find someone that is more than a tutor, someone that has more to offer to you. Because Carl was there every time I needed, immediately, this is our goal. We want to become the #1 option for high-quality, instantaneous micro-tutoring worldwide. How we came up with this, we interviewed more than 5,000 students, and we realized that 40% of them got stuck on a daily basis, 20% on a weekly basis. But the most interesting part is that only 13% believe that this is part of the process. 87% of them either think it's a useless time because the teacher didn't prepare the material properly, or they feel stupid or frustrated. We are going to this 87% of the market. And how we created the product. So we evaluated the options nowadays. And we evaluated in 25 categories. And we divided in 5 levels of quality. And we asked them, why you are not using those options? We realized that there is a blank spot here, a blank area. And this is where these tutors are, these students, pardon. They want a product that could provide tutoring for just some minutes or on demand, mobile, testing several tutors. And this is what we did. So let me show you live how TutorMundi works. Can we switch to the app, please? And I would like to stress the fact that this is a live presentation. So it might not work, but it will. Let's see. So all the student has to do is just, when he's stuck, is just select the topic that he has a doubt, and he could just type whatever he wants, or he could just snap a photo of the problem. And here, I have a SAT exam. Let's take a photo of the question #1. Actually, let's go to #2. It's a little bit harder. Complex numbers. And then he uploads the photo. And as soon as the photo is uploaded, he can just click Find a Tutor. When I click Find a Tutor, what I'm doing right now is I'm going to the top tutors that are available. Great. So this is Michael. I would like to tell you that I don't know Michael. This is not planned. There's nobody waiting for me. This is a real app, right? So let me see here. Hi, Michael. Could you help me, please? I'm really stuck in this problem, and my dad will kill me if I don't get this right. Okay, so right now the class will go through chat and images. And later on, we do the evaluation. I invite you guys, if you want to do the full simulation, because we won't have time here. Average time for this type of questions is 10 minutes. So just join me tomorrow at Tomorrowland for a demo presentation. I'll have a SAT exam there. We can now go back to the presentation, please. So we have 30 questions posted every day, and half of it are answered just like you saw right now, in 5 to 30 seconds. The other half of it in 5 to 10 minutes. We still have 5 to 10% of the questions that don't get answered at all. Okay? So who did this? I am the founder and CEO. I worked as a software engineer at Fraunhofer Institute, the largest and biggest top research and development from Europe. And I decided that I needed some management knowledge, so I just finished my MBA at Wharton and INSEAD. I invited my friend Alex, who has experience in 2 startups and study engineering with me. And I invited Rachel, who I met at INSEAD. She's a former McKinsey consultant, so she will do marketing, business development, operations, and everything, because you guys know people from McKinsey, they like to do everything, or at least they think they can. So I'm very proud to introduce you our advisors. We have people from Stanford, Harvard, and Wharton. I really like this guy here, David Blake. Many of you might know him. He's in Silicon Valley. He's the founder of Degree.com, an awesome company, a startup. And we also have Carlos Martins, who is a self-made billionaire who has schools all over Latin America, some in US, some in China. And he even downloaded the app, and actually he complains a lot. Our milestones, we understand that the millennials want to work for companies, startups that has a social value as well. So we participate in a small competition of Facebook. We got the first place, got $30,000. And now every subscription that we sell, we dedicate 1 hour of our time for building a product to internet.org. So we are going to provide tutoring for there as well. We raised $300,000 in September, and we now have 4,200 free users with 1% conversion rate. This is our subscription model, $99 a month for unlimited tutoring. It's unique in the market. And just like to finish by saying that we are providing a car for everyone, right? And I believe that one of the biggest weaknesses